Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's viral news. And viewers, if you want to get the viral news of today, then don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Today's viral news and press bell icon to get the notifications of my videos. Viewers, the history of Australia is the history of the land and peoples of the continent of Australia. People first arrived on the Australian mainland by sea from Maritime Southeast Asia between 50,000 and 65,000 years ago and penetrated to all parts of the continent. From the rainforests in the north, the deserts of the center, and the sub-Antarctic island of Tasmania and Bass Strait. The artistic, musical, and spiritual traditions they established are among the longest surviving such traditions in human history. The first Torres Strait Islanders, ethnically and culturally distant from the Aboriginal people, arrived from what is now Papua New Guinea around 2500 years ago and settled in the island of the Torres Strait and the Cape York, forming the northern tip of the Australian landmass. The first known landing in Australia by Europeans was in 1606 by Dutch navigator William Janszoon on Australia's northern coast. Later that year, Spanish explorer Luis Vaz de Torres sailed through and navigated what is now called Torres Strait and associated islands. 29 other Dutch navigators explored the western and southern coasts in the 17th century and named the continent New Holland. Moccasin terrapangers visited Australia's northern coasts after 1720. Possibly earlier, other European explorers followed until in 1770. James Cook charted the east coast of Australia and claimed it for Great Britain. He returned to London with accounts favoring colonization at Botany Bay. The first fleet of British ships arrived at Botany Bay in January 1788 to establish a penal colony. The first colony on the Australian mainland. In the century that followed, the British established other colonies on the continent and European explorers ventured into its interior. Aboriginal people were greatly weakened and their numbers diminished by introduction and conflict with the colonists during this period. Gold rushes and agricultural industries brought prosperity. Transportations of British convicts to Australia was phased out from 1814 to 1868. Autonomous democracies began to be established throughout the six British colonies from the mid-19th century. The colonies voted by referendum to unite in a federation in 1901 and modern Australia came into being. Australia fought as part of British Empire and later Commonwealth in the two world wars and was to become a long-standing ally of the United States when threatened by Imperial Japan during World War II. Trade with Asia increased and a post-war immigration program received more than 6.5 million migrants from every continent, supported by immigration of people from almost every country in the world since the end of World War II. The population increased to more than 25.5 million by 2020, with 30% of the population born our areas. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, like, subscribe and share.